Now, let's discuss about indifference curves. The indifference curve was invented by F.Y. Edgeworth. An indifference curve is the locus point of all those combination of two commodity that yield same level of satisfaction or utility to the consumer. The table shows all the combinations of wheat and rice that give same level of utility to the consumer. We get indifference curve by joining all these points. A graph showing a whole set of indifference curves is called an indifference map. An indifference map, in other words, is comprised of a set of indifference curves. Each successive curve further from the original curve indicates a higher level of total satisfaction. Graphically, higher the indifference curve, higher is level of satisfaction. The slope of indifference curve is known as marginal rate of substitution (MRS). The rate or ratio at which goods X and Y are to be exchanged is known as the marginal rate of substitution (MRS). The marginal rate of substitution of X for Y measures the number of units of Y that must be sacrificed for 1 unit of X gained so as to maintain a constant level of satisfaction. This simply means that if you want to keep your satisfaction level same, then you must sacrifice some amount of good to gain some units of the other good. Thus MRS is calculated as change in good X divided by change in good Y. Change is denoted by the triangle sign, called delta. This table shows how to calculate MRS. This behavior showing falling MRS of good X for good Y and yet to remain at the same level of satisfaction is known as diminishing marginal rate of substitution. Do like the video, it means a lot to us, and please take time to share it. Also hit the subscribe button to stay updated for new stuff. You can ask your queries in comment box. Thanks for watching, all the best.